Ciao, jewelry making friends. My name is Joey Balistreri, and welcome to my channel. Yes, this is Joey's Jewelry, and yes, you are looking at two closet doors. This is a viewer request, a very long time in the making. I cannot tell you how many people have asked me to show how I store and organize my beads and jewelry making supplies. So I have hesitated for such a long time to make this video because I think most people expect me to have beads hanging from walls, from the ceiling to the floor, and I do not. I am extremely hyper organized with my beads. I literally have two closets in my house, and I'm not a minimalist, but I lean that way. So if I'm not using something, I destash it. And I'm just going to show you, I'll just kind of show you what I have inside the closet. I love this organizing bin. So each of those drawers has a color of beads, starting with whites and clears and going down to multicolor beads. And I'll pull some of those out. I'll reconfigure my camera. And it's quite dark in the closet. But I also love these refrigerator boxes. And I have my metals organized by metal. So like this one is antique bronze, this one is silver, this one is gold, and I have my chain in this box, and this one here is copper, and then I have the I have extra beading mats back there, and then this is my stretchy cord bin. And I love these refrigerator boxes for organizing things. And then I have a little stash of baskets, and I use these for sorting my beads. And I'll show you another thing that I got. I picked these up at the Dollar Tree, and it helps me to stay organized for taking things out for projects as well as putting things back. So let me show you my other closet. Let me pause the camera and get to my other closet, and then I'll pull out some of these bins, or drawers. They are bins when I pull them out, and I'll show you what I have done in there. They're a little bit messy, but it works for me. So in this closet, I have things sort of separated. I have head pins in here, and I just make labels, and I just love these. I find these at Home Goods, TJ Maxx. Even in Florida, we have the Bell's Outlet store. They're very inexpensive, but I'm not struggling with lids, and the lids are flat. So I can, as you can see, I can stack them. So if I need charms, I take this bin out. If I'm doing bead weaving or 2 or 3 strand bracelets, all my multi-hole beads are in there. I have a whole bin of flower beads. I have a whole bin of leaf beads. And then I have like some boho beads and lampwork beads separated. I actually have saved, I now realize the closet is a little bit dark, but this is a little box of my Tiara cash stash that, I'm sorry, my Tiara cast stash that, I kind of separated it all out, the buttons and bead caps and things, when they went out of business. And then this little organizer here is my more expensive fine jewelry things that are gold filled or things that are unique that I have purchased, and just don't want to put in with base metals or fashion jewelry type things. And then this little organizer is my tiny pearls and crystals that are for bead weaving projects. So I can take those out, and let's see. I still have a few things that I need to label. I do love my magnetic boxes from Potomac Beads. I create labels for those, and I store things in there. And if you've been on my channel at all, you know that I have a passion for lampwork beads. So I have some of my more expensive ones in here where I actually know the artist. And then I, of course, have more bins of lampwork beads. Here's another bin and another box where I've purchased strands of them. And then this one is my buttons, and then I have a little stash of ceramic beads. And so I'm holding the camera with one hand. I'll put the camera down and kind of show you a couple of my bins, but and I'm also going to take you over to my work table, because I use project trays when I'm about to do a video, or even when I'm just about to make a project. and it just works really well for me. And so let me reposition this again, and I'll show you my work area. I switched the camera to my left hand and took a few of my bins out just so you could have a peek inside. So this little box is all acrylic flowers, and they are, sorry for the noise, they are really separated by size and even shape in some cases, and I even have like acrylic leaves in here. And you know, I don't work a lot with acrylic, but they definitely have their place, and I do reach for them. They're lightweight, so when you need to do something that's colorful and beautiful and not weighty, I will go into this box. And then this is my beloved, this is a Brookstone acrylic like jewelry box, and I use this for artisan beads, not only lamp work, but you'll see I keep my golem beads in here. I keep, like, these are little vintage ceramic bluebird beads, and this little heart is from Tea Beads. This is a local Florida lampwork artist, and this is an Etsy artist that she does lampwork ladies. And so, like, my really special lampwork beads, this was a gift from my friend Gail. We went to a bead show and she purchased a strand of blue-green lampwork beads, and so I have like some little lampwork cats. So like kind of my special beads are in here. So when I really want to do a bracelet that's going, or bracelet or a necklace or anything that's going to feature something special, I know right where those are. And let me see, what's this one? Oh, this is my boho beads. So this is going to be some of my own beads that I made. Like, I've done a video on making your own beads. And then these are some boho beads that I have from Jesse James Beads and from Amazon, and you know, wherever I find them. There's some craft store ones in here, and you know, anything that's kind of like boho. I actually don't know why this dragonfly is in there. I think I set him down. He needs to go in my bin where all my little bugs are, charms, but I am noisy. So there's that one, and then this one is my bin. Let me see, I'll show you. I do kind of make just handwritten labels, and this one is all my flowers. And so if I haven't cut the strand, then the flowers will still be on the strand, or like dollar bead box, they come like this with their little card. And if I have cut the strand, or if it came from like bargain or bead box bargains, then they come in little bags. But the little bag organization really works for me. I can dig through here and look for a certain color, and then, you know, like these are lampwork flower beads, and so when I get beads in, I have to decide where I would most likely look for it. So would I want these in my lampwork bin or in my flower bin? And I decided flower bin. So, you know, some beads kind of fall into two categories, and I will have to decide. So even I know that my small little check glass daisy spacer, any flowers go in here in this. And you know, like I can take this to the table and dig through it, or pull things out into a project tray. And so, like I said, this really works for me. And right near one of my closets is a nice counter that's off my son's bedroom. So I have a light in here, and I can come in here even and, you know, dig through my bin. So this one is all of my hearts. So anything that is a heart, whether it be check glass or, you know, ceramic, I have some, and it doesn't really matter where they're from. This is a craft store item. Yeah, this is a Michael's item. And so, you know, when I get heart beads, any size, any shape, these are lamp work ones, they will be in this bin. So that is kind of, you know, the way that I organize. So I have moved my task chair where I work, and this is my little corner. I sit in between two windows. I have the blinds down right now so that the sunlight won't, you know, disrupt your view in the video. But I love this really tiny little cart that I found from Amazon. It's actually on wheels. So when I need to put everything away and take a break from jewelry, or if I have a house full of guests, which happens sometimes, I can actually put this behind a closet door, behind a door in my bedroom. And I know it probably looks like a mess, but I know where everything is on this little cart, and it's always behind my work table. So this is some of my seed beads right here. These are mostly 8/0. There's a few 6/0 in there. And in these bags, I'm actually for a couple of years now have been looking for a better way to store. These are all bead caps, and they are separated by metal. So like this bag is all my silver bead caps. There's gold, there's copper, there's antique bronze, and I keep my labels here. So if I make a new bin or if I change things around, I can add a new label. And then I have glue and, you know, some of the mechanical things of jewelry making, and a little stash of jump rings, and then some other findings. And, you know, so I just have this right behind my work table. And then I'm actually using a little lipstick holder for some of my more expensive seed beads, my delicas and my Tohos, and, you know, some of the smaller ones like my 15-0s. I keep those smaller tubes like right here in this little lipstick holder. And then my little extra tools, I have some on my work table, but those are some of my extra tools. And so that is my little work corner. As I said, I've moved my chair so that I could film. And then I also have some larger refrigerator bins. I just set one here on one of my chairs from my table. This is all of my you know, soft flex and my bead stringing material, any of the material that comes like in the curated bead box, you know, that's not stretchy cord. I have those bins. And as you saw in the closet, I like to be able to pull a bin out and, you know, put it on my table and look through it and choose what I need, and then put it back away, because I don't like a mess. When things get too messy, I can't think. And so I am actually today, I'm going to take about a half an hour. It is time for me to clean up a little bit from a few projects. And so I'll show you what I do. This is my work table. My light is here that I film with, and my tripod is here that I film with. And so at the dollar store a few years ago, I found these project trays, and I love them. They help me so much. This is just an empty one. They help me so much. So let me switch hands with my camera. And so what I do is, like, I haven't gotten to this yet. This was the February Eureka crystal box that they do. And so when I unbox a monthly subscription or even an order that I want to do a video on or sort, I will do a project tray. And I stacked a few here on my work table just so that I could show you. This is part of the bargain bead box for March, and I am planning another video where I'm adding in some of my own beads to the beautiful Amazonite beads that came in this month's box. So a lot of the things from the box are here, and then I've gone to my stash and like pulled in an additional color to change it up a little bit. And this is more of the bargain bead box for the Seafoam Sunrise box that we did. So I have worked with some of these, and these are some of my leftovers. And I even started playing with, I haven't put this in a video yet, but I even started playing with, let me see if I can get under the light a bit, with that half drilled Amazonite little teardrop pendant. You know, I was playing with how I wanted to, you know, work with that and share that with you guys. So that's one tray. And then I have been working with dollar bead box and bead bag, and this is kind of what's left over from that. And I did go into my own stash and pull in a couple of check glass things that I thought I might want to use. And I finished the bracelet video with this one in the purples yesterday, so that's already uploaded to YouTube. So this is what I have a couple of these little bins as well, and also the colorful baskets from Dollar Tree. that I will use, and this one is quite full. I do not normally let it get to looking like this before I pause and start putting things back where they go. But I have traveled to the hospital in Gainesville twice with my son. I've been to Venice Beach and done videos there, and I've had a couple of bead boxes come in, and I've just been really working. And I've also had a couple of orders come in from Amazon, and a couple of things that I had ordered to work with. So this is a lot more of a mess than usual. But so when I am finished creating a piece, because I will go into those drawers by color, go into my metal bins by metal, and just pull the things that I like, things that I'm thinking for a design, and put them in one of the project trays that I showed you. And then when I'm all done with the piece, anything that I didn't use or any strands that I've cut open, they go into like a little, I love the organization with bags. And then like this will go in my green drawer in the closet. And I have a bin for, animal beads, living things. I have sea creature beads separated out. So I organize that way. And like I said, normally I would not let this bin get so full, but I have to go over to my closets with this and like put everything back in the drawers in their respective containers wherever they go. And then when I need them again, I'm ready. I know right where they are. And I even have like some memory wire in here that did not get used. So it will get put back away, and then I put my empty bins back in the closet, and then I'm ready to start a new piece. So let me go put the camera down and pull out one or two of my drawers, and I'll put them on my dining room table. It's just across from where my closets are. And so I'll pull that out and kind of show you. They're a bit of a mess, but they are organized by color. And I love my little bag organization. Like I love keeping my beads in these bags. And like I know this, I have a bin of boho beads, and this will go in there. And so when I have that kind of a project in mind, I know exactly where things are. So let me go pull out a couple of drawers and I'll show you what they look like. So I put the camera down and I pulled out just two of my drawers in my organizer. And again, from the Dollar Tree, I have these little organizing things inside. So this is my top drawer, because as I go down in that organization, sort of little drawer cart, I start from light to dark. That comes from my decorating and visual merchandising days. So this first little bin is all my crystal. And I am actually pulling pearls out and putting them in a separate bin now since I had done this. But I have like crystal beads and natural shell and, beige beads in here, and, anything like that. And I just really love organizing things in these little plastic bags. I can gather things up and put them away quickly, and I love digging through my beads. Like when I know that I need a pearl or I need a crystal bead, I can come in here and dump everything out on the table. And then in the back of this bin is all of my black and gray beads, and that is not something that I work with a lot, but my bin here is pretty full. And then I just went down and pulled out like my purple beads. I have like strands on the side here, and they're in bags. I have like purple chip beads, and you'll see I have some things that are left over from Bargain Bead Box, and I do have organizing bins under here. But my drawers are full, no doubt, but I don't allow myself to get inundated with beads and supplies, because in my experience, when you do that, you're not using everything anyway, because you don't know what you have. So I do regular de-stash. I either donate or I give away. And when I have my friends here to make jewelry, I will oftentimes let them take what they want. And so, I de-stash on a regular basis. And I just have hesitated to make this video because I remember the first time that my friends were here for a jewelry party, and my friend Beth in particular, and I'm going to put her little dogs, oh, they're so sweet. She sent me pictures of her dogs to put up at the end of the video because she is very well supervised when she makes jewelry. But I remember when she said the first time she was here, "Oh, can we see your bead room?" And the look on her face, she was so disappointed when I said, "I don't actually have a bead room." You know, I just really like to work this way. My project trays, pulling things out, finishing my project, and then putting things back in their respective drawers. And I don't like beads hanging on racks and things, so the little bag method really works for me. And I really enjoy like digging through my organization. If I know that I need a certain color, I know exactly where it is. And I've been really happy with this little system. So I hope this wasn't a disappointing video. I know my organization is not glamorous. I have not busted out walls in my house. And I do have an office. I mean, I have a very big home office. But I just like working this way and keeping things sort of under control so that I'm not buried alive by beads and supplies, because it's, what we do, there's a lot of little tiny elements to it, and it's very easy for it to get out of hand. So this has totally worked for me. And then, I work from home, so my house is not taken over by my jewelry business, because I love visitors, and I'm hoping to have visitors from Italy this year. And when I need to put everything behind a closet door, it's still organized, it's not a mess, and it's easy to take it in and out. So those doors there is my home office, and my computer is there. I don't really use that office too much. It's beautiful, but I really like to work by the window. And then I'll just kind of show you. It's a little bit hard to hold the camera and do this, but in my bin, so the crystal and white and black and gray one is on the table, and then my second drawer is like beiges and pale yellow, and then golds and browns in the back, and then this drawer is like peaches, and the back of it is darker oranges, and my next drawer is light pink in the front and darker pink in the back. And then the purple drawer is out on the table. I just showed you that. And then this is light blue, turquoise, and sea glass. And so this one is like teal and kind of the peacock colors. And, they do get a little bit mixed up, but for the most part, I know what's in the drawers. And then this is my light green, and dark blues are in the back. And as you can see, my drawers are full, but I do not let them get, too crazy. So here I have my reds, and then I have like some miscellaneous things like bookmarkers and some crystals, just kind of like some miscellaneous things. A vintage buckle is in there. So anything that I think I might want for a jewelry project has its own little bin. And then this one is my multicolor things, wooden things, and I have a little section of African and tribal beads in the back. And then the bottom drawer is like organized by fruit. This is all kinds of little bugs, ladybugs, butterflies, any kind of a little insect creature is in here. And then this is sea creatures, fish, and anything, turtles, lobsters, anything that is like an ocean creature is in here. And then here I have animals, birds, dogs, cats, elephants, like any kind of animal beads go in there. And so that is how I organize my bins. And when I am doing a themed bracelet or necklace or a piece or a certain color, I actually know exactly which drawer they are in, and I can pull the whole drawer out and go through and see everything that I have. So this really works for me. And I have even considered getting a second one of these so that my bins would not be so full, but it works for me, and I do destash. I am back at my work table, and I have just pulled out the things that I think I will be using for my next video. That's one of the things that I do, is get everything out, open the bags, and set up my videos. You know, the beads that I think I have a lot of little vintage nut dishes and these little vintage salts and butter pats work really great to organize beads, and I've been collecting them for years and they just work great. I have like all these cool little unusual shaped pressed glass salts, some of them from the Victorian era, and they make great organizers for small things, jump rings, seed beads, you know, crimp tubes, that kind of thing. And so I am back at my work table, and this will be my next video, is mostly using the dollar bead box and bag from this month. We just got some beautiful white and copper beads mixed in with the purple. These are also from that. So I've been sort of designing, but also pulling other things that I want to use with those beads. And one of the reasons that I really like my organization not being in one room is that it's very easy to sit in a chair for 8, 9, 10 hours and make jewelry and not get up, and it's not healthy. And I do try to do 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day. I power walk in the morning, and I like that my beads are in another room, organized in a closet, because then it forces me to get up, move around, stretch, go get a drink of water. So as I said, this really works for me, and so I hope that you got some inspiration or some little tidbit of information for maybe organizing your own supplies and work area. And you know, I hope this was a fun video and not too disappointing. I've hesitated to do this for a really long time, as I said, because I think it's not what most people expect, or you know, what they have, especially after so many years of making jewelry. But anyway, I finally did the video, and I hope that it was useful or at least entertaining for some of you. And I hope you're all safe and well and having fun on your beading mats. Ciao, jewelry making friends. Whenever I am organizing my beads or I get down on the floor, I keep plastic bags, as you saw in my bins for organizing. I have this little helper. She's always supervising. Bella cat, what are you doing, baby? Can I have these bags? Can I have them? Yeah, can I have them? Can I have my bags? I was trying to get some work done, but you're taking a nap on my storage bags. You're taking a nap on my storage bags? Come on, precious girl. Can mommy have these? Bella cat. What are you doing? What are you doing? She wants to play. What are you doing, Bella cat? Bella? Hi, baby. We're going to put these away. Can we put these away?